Madam Speaker, as Acting Minister for Agriculture, I rise to respond to questions raised by the Honorable Ro Kinivilame Kiraki. Madam Speaker, the Ministry of Agriculture has a specific program known as the Yaqona Development Program, which was designed by the current government to try and address the shortage of Yaqona in the country. This commences after the devastating effects of TC Winston. Activities include sourcing of planting materials, agro input, Yaqona nurseries, farmhouses. All the activities are focused on establishing and expansion of farms. As of today, more than 300,000 of planting materials have been distributed to different locations around Fiji. There is a renewed interest in farmers who are captivated to go into Yaqona cultivation. Farmers are assisted in terms of materials for farmhouses to allow them to stay in their own plantation, especially where access is a problem. The increase in production will be felt within the next 1 or 2 years. We must also be mindful of the effects of climate changes, which can hamper our effort. However, the Ministry is confident that the current program will address the shortage of Yaqona in the not too distant future. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Honorable Professor Biman Prasad.
Just a very simple question, Madam Speaker. Does the Minister know, or the Ministry know, the number of varieties of Yaqona grown in Fiji, and of those varieties, which are the fastest one, and whether the Ministry is putting a particular effort in those varieties so that we can, instead of 5 years, it could be grown in 3 years?
Suggestive question. The honors is on the Minister.
Madam Speaker, the Ministry of Agriculture is fully aware of the varieties of Yaqona that are currently being distributed throughout the country.
Thank you. Honorable Naiqamu.
Madam Speaker, can the Honorable, before I ask my question, in Sabsabu, Madam Speaker, there's one person who will buy your Yaqona at the crossroad, and another one near Kongs, and another one close to the market, and they're all employed by the same person, middlemen. So these are the people who are pushing the prices up. What measures does the government has to address that?
Honorable Minister.
Madam Speaker, I think the Honorable Member is aware that the market is free for all the farmers. It's a benefit to the farmers and also to the consumers. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Honorable Dulakivara.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Supplementary question.
Supplementary question.
Honorable Speaker, I was in Tailebu on the weekend, and you will know that somebody there is developing a nursery, and the Ministry of Agriculture is promising to buy all the generated planting materials from him, but they haven't turned up, and he had to look for other alternatives to sell his products. So, Madam Speaker, if the government is to address the shortage of things, then they should help the farmers or the people that have taken the initiative to develop the industry to provide planting materials to all the areas. Can I ask the Minister, if the Tailebu project is very successful, why cannot it be encouraged in other areas to supply planting materials to the farmers? Thank you.
Honorable Minister.
Madam Speaker, I think I have clearly outlined the process that has been undertaken by the Ministry, and it has resulted in distributing more than 300,000 planting materials throughout the country.
Thank you. Last question. Honorable Osea Naiqamu.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Can I ask the Honourable Minister, when they are distributing the seedlings or the planting material to the farmers, Yaqona farmers, are they levying any fees from the farmers for those seedlings, or are they being given out free? Thank you.
Honourable Minister.
Madam Speaker, can I come back to the Honourable Member for his question? I think it's a new question.
Thank you.